So one day, the old man decided to move the mountain.
I am Toby from Banco de Gaia. I started doing this about 1989 when I was hearing a lot of interesting acid house records coming out on the radio, and thought, yeah, that's something I'd like to have a go at. Before that, I was playing guitar in jazz bands and a variety of different things, but I sort of discovered this whole new form of electronic, computerized sampler music and thought I'd go for that. And did a few tapes on my own, put them out, started getting some gigs about the place, got involved with Club Dog, got involved with Planet Dog, and the rest is history. I think playing other instruments before I got involved with technology has affected the way I've used it, because I used to play guitar, I used to play tunes or songs based around chord structures, based around 6 notes at a time, with a drum kit and a bass line and a guitar. So I came into sampling and suddenly those rules, those limitations didn't apply anymore. But what I'd learned from those restrictions, still, some of the musical principles still applied quite strongly. I love playing live. I come from a background of playing guitar in bands. I mean, the first band I was a drummer, and I always used to love playing live, and getting in the studio was something we did very rarely. These days, obviously, I spend a lot of time in the studio writing, and the balance of going out on the road and actually performing to an audience rather than an imagined one, to me, is very important. I've travelled a lot. It's made a big difference to me, seeing different cultures, seeing other people who are basically the same as we are, living in some cases quite different lifestyles with different values, different priorities, but at the bottom of it all being basically the same physical beings that we are. I personally think it's really important to get more of an idea of what goes on in the world than just what's on your doorstep. The Tibetan issue is something which has interested me for a long time. So when the album came together and the title came along, I thought, well, here's an opportunity to maybe put some sleeve notes on there, because people do read the sleeve. It's potentially an advertising space. So why not mention the issue and just, maybe make people aware of it. I've got some very big plans one day. I'd love to get involved with maybe using much more complex visuals, not just using lights and film slides. Actually start using dancers, actors. I would like to start working with more musicians. I want to write the music. I don't want to collaborate on writing at the moment, but I would like to actually work with real musicians, because there are some amazing players out there who can do the things I can do with a sampler, but only 1,000 times better. The reality is that samplers make it possible to do things you couldn't possibly do on a realistic budget. I can have in one tune, I can have Indian drummers, Arabic singers, the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra, hypothetically, all playing together in one place, and that's not really ever likely to happen, not without a hell of a lot of money and a lot of production. But it would be great to be able to do that rather than using the samples. So I think as contacts, as budgets, as opportunities arise, it's certainly going to be possible to explore that more. But there's always going to be certain things you can do with a sampler you can't do in real life. You'd never get the seagulls to start singing just at the right point in that scenario,